Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of ABA with Vic. Now before we begin with this week's topic, go ahead and click the subscribe button so that every week you can get weekly updates of ABA with Vic. This week we are here at San Juan Capistrano, and we're filming from the historic Town Park Center. And this week's topic is shaping. Now when we talk about shaping, we're talking about actually shaping an individual's behavior. Not only can we shape individuals' behavior, but also their response. When you're trying to shape an individual's behavior or response, there are some guidelines to using shaping. First, you're supposed to identify the behavior that you want to shape. And secondly, proceed to small steps. Remember to take baby steps in order to shape. As you continue to shape, remember to reinforce and praise. Using positive reinforcement will benefit you a lot. When using shaping, there are 3 common response prompts. One of them is a verbal prompt. The second is a modeling prompt, and the last one is a physical prompt. When prompting, it should be an effective prompt. Remember that prompts focus on the child's attention to the task. When you're prompting and the individual masters a skill, you should fade away from that prompting. Once again, we have the verbal, the modeling, and then the physical prompt. Verbal prompt is when you use your own words to instruct an individual. It can be as easy as raise your hands, and that would be a verbal prompt. Another example of a verbal prompt is say hello. So remember, when you're using verbal prompts, you're not using your hands, you're just saying your words. You're using your words to cue or instruct the individual. A modeling prompt, you want the individual to copy whatever you're doing. If you say raise your hand, so you model it so that the individual can see you and copy you. Let's say, for example, you're trying to shape brushing teeth. You can grab the toothbrush and say, do this, as you're brushing your own teeth. So what you're hoping to expect is that the child grabs the toothbrush and also mimics your same behavior. This would be an example of modeling prompt. And then physical prompt, here you will have hands on. So once again, let's take the example of toothbrushing. Let's say that the individual is not responding and you want them to get the toothbrush and start brushing your teeth, but they're not responding. They're either looking at you or looking at someone else or at something else. So what you do is grab the toothbrush with the individual's hands and start brushing their tooth for them. You're doing the steps for them. So here in the physical prompt, you're physically assisting the individual to complete the task, whether it's toothbrushing, cleaning, opening a door, or anything else. Another example of verbal prompt could be when the individual cannot physically say the word ball. And I know I stated this before in my previous videos, we use shaping all the time. So let's say, for example, that the individual cannot say the word ball, but you know the individual is demanding for it or requesting for it. So what you do, if the individual is asking for the ball, you can shape that behavior and say, oh, do you want the ball? And then have the individual state the word ball. If the individual can only say b, so then shape it to say b to ba to ball. Now, if the individual is able to say ball, you're no longer going to reinforce the response of b or b. You're only going to reinforce the new behavior or the skill that they just learned. So once again, if you're going to be providing a verbal prompt for the word ball and the individual is already at the level of saying the word ball, you're going to reinforce the behaviors that they already know. So if they're able to say ball, reinforce that behavior, either saying good job for asking for the ball or actually giving them the ball. If the child is going back at saying b instead of ball and they were able to say ball, accept that they only say ball, because they already have that skill. They learned that skill. Now, if they forgot the skill, then you can go back and reshape it. If the student or the individual already mastered these skills, then remember to keep practicing on these so that these skills are not lost. Remember to take baby steps. Practice makes perfect. So for this week, we went over shaping. Remember that for shaping, there are 3 common response prompts. The first one being a verbal prompt. The second one being a model prompt, and the last one is a physical prompt. Remember to take baby steps and also work towards progress. If the individual already learned a skill and is able to use it across different environments, then continue working on that skill so that the skill is not lost. Once again, if you have any questions or comments, please leave me a comment down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any other questions or comments, please email me at ABAwithVic@gmail.com or tweet me at ABAwithVic. And now we're on Facebook at ABAwithVic. Now that will be all for this week, and remember to make this week ABAzing. And as always, thanks for watching.